first thing is first, we need to figure out what technology we have and if the technology is actually helping us versus working against us. And the reason sometimes it happens is because we have way too many systems.
Quantity.
We have quantity, and then when the systems don't talk to each other. And that's a real issue, because I always give this analogy of, when you get in your car and you turn your engine and you press on the gas, somehow everything's working together, right? So the same thing needs to be happening at your office. So the right hand needs to be talking to the left hand, and we need to be really mindful of the fact that everything that we do needs to save time, it needs to make money, and we need to be revenue generators. The risks are that you will have, for example, you'll enter your leads in one system and your invoices are in a completely different system, and then your scheduling is in a third. And all of a sudden, you're trying to put the dots together and, more importantly, measure the activity, and you can't.
Right.
And there's a lot of manual labor all of a sudden involved and missed opportunity. Everything needs to be measurable, and people need to be self-reporting their numbers. And it shouldn't be something that we will be capturing 6 months from now. We need to be tracking that on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and reviewing it on a monthly basis, so that we can identify the areas that require improvement. Now, it's not only what we built, but also what we've collected. I want to see the cases and invoices connected to each other. They should not be living in two different platforms. Tech is never overhead. It's something that we all need to invest in terms of money and time, and learning how to use it. Because there is such a thing as, we talk about buying time, right? So, and tech is very similar, right? So if you rely on technology instead of your brain power, if you wish, right? Or your memory. So I'll usually say, look, if there's something that I don't have to remember, that's one less thing for me to think about. And my mind is always busy, and I think about a lot of interesting things, and I want to be using my mind in a creative way. And a lot of business owners are like that. So if we could rely on tech and automate a lot, then we're actually opening up space to creative and to growing the team and bringing up the opportunities. When we're centralized and we can literally pull reports and review them together in real time, that's when the magic happens. So, and here we are, then we don't need additional resources to rely on. We just need to have well-equipped and trained professionals within the organization to know how to use the tools to make the most out of it. You can't scale chaos. So we need to make sure that we're not in the chaos, and we're measuring everyone's activity, and we are looking at those numbers in the tech. So not based on what he said, she said, or, we don't have this hero effect. We have team management process here that we're looking at monthly, weekly, and daily.
But it has to start at the top.
It has to start at the top. So we need to make sure that the leadership at the top is interested and is accepting of this change for us to be able to walk this journey together. If you have too many tools, then you need to really sit down and go through them and say, which one of these tools am I using the most? Okay, which ones of this I'm using the most, and which one of these tools has like 5 top things that I need. And if you go through that process of identification or identifying those main important things, then it's easier for you then to go to the next stage, say, okay, so I like this tool, but does it centralize at least 3 out of 5 that I need? Okay, we're on the right track. If the answer is still no, then let's go on a journey of finding the tool that will actually answer, to all of our pain points.